Hey everybody, it's Mr. 95 Cents. We're here for Mr. 95 Cents Sport Card Adventures. Oh, today we're going to be opening up the 2024 Panini Contender Football, which is pretty new. Geez, 40 cards inside, and you get an autograph or a memorabilia card. So we'll see what we get here. Wow. All right, we're here, everybody. All right, for our second video back. I'm getting there. We got prizes. I gotta make sure I do the prizes. So it's funny, the last video, on Saturday's video, that was my first video back, and when I picked the product, which was new around here, I haven't done it, it was Resurgence, and somebody said, oh, that's crazy, you did your first video back and it was a Resurgence. I says, well, I didn't pick that up until you told me, but because I was in a fog anyway. All right. So we got all kinds of stuff to do today. We got warehouse finds, card shop stories, and our box break. So first, we're going to shout out all our featured channels down below. I want to say probably last Friday or Saturday I started watching videos again. So I'm going to be trying to catch up on the videos. So I'm getting back little by little. I'm working a little less than usual, so I'm a little slower watching the videos. But everybody take a chance. Watch everybody's videos, we can support each other. That's what I try to do. All right, we got prizes. So if you commented on the last video and you're a subscriber, you got a chance for one of these prizes. First out of the box today, we are getting a 2019 Don Russ pack. You never know. You might get one of them downtowns or something. Oh, here we go. Second out of the box gets a Great Expectation rookie from Illusion jersey card of Rondale Moore. Third out of the box is going to get the Leaf Gold Flashback Barry Sanders. And fourth out of the box is going to get a Legends of the Fall Russell Wilson. All right, so let's get our box here. We got all kinds of stuff. We're going to mix it up. And then we're going to shake it up here. Let me move this thing here a little bit. So we had a rough weekend. It was raining all weekend, except for yesterday. Yesterday was a beautiful day. It was between like 55 and 70. And I went over to Frank's house for a picnic, and she picked the right time, 2 o'clock, because it was about 70 at 2 o'clock, nice in the sun. So we had a good time, but today's not bad. A little chillier, but the next 5 days after this, we're supposed to get more rain, so they better not be talking about droughts around here, I'll tell you that much. All right, we shook it up, and now we're going to go in. All right, here we go. This is for the pack, the 2019 Don Russ pack. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Callie and Jordan. Callie and Jordan right there. Might get a chance for a downtown. You never know. All right, we'll put that over there. Now we're going for the Rondale Moore. All right, going in. Let's see here. Just got to make sure I get the one. I got like 5 of them in my hand. Okay, I'm narrowing it down. Here it comes, here it comes. Oh, Julie Farnham. Julie. Oh, Julie. I might see her at the kitchen table box break. We're going to start that on June 9th. Coming back up, God willing. We got the Barry Sanders coming next. There we go. Oh, Darryl Book. Coach Book. All right, he gets the Barry Sanders. He comes to the kitchen. So far, 2 out of 3 been kitchen table box break. Watch out. And the Legends of the Fall. All right. Here we go. Victor McGrawn. Victor. All right, Victor gets the Russell Wilson. Here we go. All right, that's our 4 winners for this video. And later on, we'll show you some prizes that we're going to give out the next video. And all you'd have to do is be a subscriber and comment on this video. All right, we're going to go to warehouse finds. Let's see here. Got a whole bunch of stuff here. All right, first we got, it's a baseball set, but I believe it's all the historical moments. So this is 2009, A Piece of History Baseball. It was a very interesting set. It had a lot of historical stuff in it, and these are regular cards in the set, but they're historical moments. And here we go. We got the Warsaw Pact. And on the back it has all kinds of stuff. You know, it tells you about after Germany joined NATO, the Warsaw Pact was signed on 5/14/55 by the Soviet Union and 7 Eastern European countries. Bum, bum, bum. A lot of stuff here. All right. Oh, the Taj Mahal. Watch out. In India, the Taj Mahal. Yeah, this was an interesting set. Email invented in 1971. The first photograph taken. This had some crazy stuff in this set. Pluto recategorized. Got New Orleans founded. Discovery of New York. Debut of the New York Times. Let's see. This is Euro currency introduced. And the Hollywood sign debuts. Yeah, that's interesting stuff. They had some nice game views and stuff in that set too, if I remember. Well, we got some hockey SPX Finite cards from 98.99. We got a Sergei Samsonov, Mike Mondano. Yeah, these were nice thick cards. We got an Ed Belfour. Doug Waite. Oh, we got a load here of John Van Beesbrook. All right. We got a 97-98 Canadian Ice. An Upper Deck. Another Upper Deck. Upper Deck made a lot of guys made hockey back then. Nice stuff too, like this Leaf Limited. That was nice stuff. Got a Stadium Club. That's from 93-94. This was a Pacific Dynagon. Now that's a duplicate. You got a Pacific Omega. Another Stadium Club. And a Bowman. That's from what year? 95-96. Now we got some Fleer Metal cards here for basketball. Let's see what we got. This is Steve Nash from 96-97. That's his rookie, I think. I think that might be his rookie. 96-97. Or it's close. We've got a Tom Gugliotta. This is a newer one. This is from 97-98. A Chris Webber. Gary Payton. They made nice stuff back then, geez. They got metal now, but it's not as nice as this stuff. We got a Sean Kemp. And we got a Clyde Drexler. Let's see. This is a 99 Press Pass Net Burner Die Cut. Steve Francis. Remember when Steve Francis was hot? Now nobody wants him. We got a Fleer Tradition Lamar Odom rookie card. Oh, we got some Michael Jordans. Gotta have Michael Jordan sometimes. We got a, I think these were all North Carolina cards. Here's a Fleer Retro from 2012-2013. This was from the Upper Deck North Carolina set. Yeah, they were regular cards in the set, but they were nice. Okay, this is weird. Okay, this is a 2009-2010 Upper Deck Jordan Legacy from that set. Got a 2009-2010 Draft Edition from Upper Deck. No, and then we go to football. Got a season ticket, Kyler Murray. Got a score celebration, David Njoku. Oh, this is a nice one. This is a Topps Fire foil rookie card, a Jarvis Landry. It's all foil. Got a Leaf Draft rookie card, a Carson Wentz. And we got a Leaf Draft All-American Carson Wentz. Oh, Cam Newton's coming up. We got a season ticket, Cam Newton. Got a Topps Fire foil Cam Newton. Those foil ones are nice from Fire. Got a Topps Game Day insert of Cam. Got a MVP Contenders. A lot of Cam Newton here. Got a Donruss Touchdowns. Oh, these are nice. The Absolute. I think this was a parallel. I'm not sure. I mean, it looks too nice to be a regular card. I can't remember. From 2018, actually. Yeah, they were nice. More Cam Newton. Rookie Revolution from Rookies and Stars. One more. We got a Rookies and Stars Touchdown Club. A lot of Cam Newton. Okay, baseball. Oh, okay, these are from a few years ago. 2013, I believe. The Chasing History inserts from Topps. We got a Dylan Bundy. Got a Carlos Gonzalez. Oh, Mariano Rivera. That's a nice one. I found some more of these. This is a these are 1991 reprints of the old Tip Top bread. Let's see, we got, and yeah, the old Tip Tops. Okay, it's got stuff on the back, everything. This is a Harry Lowry. Got an Andy Pofko. And on the back has got an advertisement for Tip Top bread. Got a Floyd Baker. Johnny Schmitz. Marv Rickert. Stanley Hack. And John Rigney. Oh, okay, look at these. These are Yankee inserts from Upper Deck Legends, and I think they're mostly from Upper Deck Legends. We got the Golden Years, Joe Gordon. Got a Pride of the Pinstripes, Reggie Jackson. These are all inserts from that set. These were nice inserts. The Murderer's Row, Bill Dickey. We got a Golden Years, Billy Martin. Oh, we got a Murderer's Row, Babe Ruth. Gotta have Babe Ruth. We got a Topps Rookie of the Year candidate, Sean Green. And we got some Mookie Betts here. So it's like one of them score big heads, I call them. Mookie Betts. Got a Bowman's Best refractor. A Topps Gold label. They were nice. And oh, looks like we got a bunch of 73s. Looks like Texas Rangers. Oh, it's a little bit of a mix. All right, it's a little bit of a mix. We got a Ted Ford, 1973. Toby Harrah. Got a Dalton Jones. Jeff Burrows. You don't realize how old these are, but I was a junior in high school. That's how old these are when these came out. Got a Don Stanhouse. Steve Rye from the Twins. Jim Barr. Lloyd Allen. Jack Hyatt. And Clyde Wright. And then we found some more 71s. Let me take a little swig. Got to stay hydrated. All right. Here we go. It's a bunch of 71s. Looks like 71s we do have separate teams. Looks like Giants, Indians, and White Sox. We got a Don McMahon. Hal Lanier. A Russ Gibson. Tito Fuentes. Got a Frank Reberger. Alan Gallagher. Got a Rich Robertson. A Charlie Fox. And a Dick Dietz. The Giants. All right, Indians. We got a Steve Dunning from the Indians. Frank Baker. Mike Paul. Steve Hargan. Phil Hennigan. Dennis Higgins. Ken Harrelson. And Buddy Bradford. You know what's amazing about these early 70 cards, especially the lack of Latin players. We didn't have too many Latin players back then. I'm trying to figure out when they first started coming in a lot, but it wasn't in the early 70s. We got a Bob Spence. Rich Morales. And we had some great Latin players, you know, Juan Marichal, Roberto Clemente, but there wasn't a whole lot. I guess that was the start of it, maybe. Joel Horlin. Don O'Reilly. We got a rookie card of Ron Lolich and Dave Lemons. These are all White Sox. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, we got a Tom McCraw. Tom Bradley. And Tom Egan. All from 1971. It's crazy. We got any high numbers in there? Yeah, 679. That ain't bad. Yeah, this is rough. A rough set to get in decent shape because of the black border, and the high numbers were not easy to get either in good shape. All right, and that's our warehouse finds. We're going to card shop stories, and it's going to be a short one today, I think, since I did that long video the other day. And it's not just because I want to make it short. It's just a short story. So it's funny. I closed up my eBay a week before I went in for the operation. I figured this way, if there was any problems, I'd have them cleared up before I went in. You know, eBay, I've been selling on eBay for a long time. It's still great. There's still a lot of great customers, but it used to be like maybe 1 out of 50 customers would have a problem. Now it's getting bad. I tell you, it's like 1 in, I'll be nice, 15. And you know, this turned out as a good story, but it didn't start out as a great story. So I get out of the hospital. I got myself out within 24 hours, and I'm in bad pain. I'm on Oxycontin, I'm on Tylenols, and I'm basically just laying around and have no intention of going to work. I mean, I already heard, and this was the case for the first week or two. You just sleep, you know. So I want to say that was on a Saturday afternoon I got back. Sunday night, I'm still out of it. I'm still on oxycodone because I was on oxycodone until at least Monday. And I get a phone call at 10:30 at night, you know. So I answer the phone, and it's a fellow who was an eBay customer, he tells me, and he's not that happy. All right. He bought a card on eBay. I'm not going to mention any names, but he bought a card and didn't think it was a real card. He was disappointed because it wasn't a real card. So I says, well, and I'm kind of out of it, you know, and I'm trying to help him. And I want him to be happy. I want everybody to be happy with the purchases. So I said, what is it? And he says it was I'm trying to remember the name of the magazine, but it wasn't a Tough Stuff or nothing. It was like a sport card magazine. Chuck Connors, I believe from the 80s. It was a Chuck Connors card from the magazine, and it was hand cut. He goes, yeah, and it's hand cut. I don't like that either. I says, oh, okay. I said, listen, no problem. I'm out of it. I said, no problem. Just go through eBay and go for the refund, and I'll approve it. No problem. You know, we'll get your money back and everything. I'll pay for you to mail it back. He goes, I don't know how to do that. I says, oh, boy. I said, okay. So I said, listen, then I had to tell him because there was no way I was going out there in my shape, out in my outer office to do it. I don't even really tell you the truth. I never did it on the phone. I'd be nervous to do it on the phone. So I like to do it on the big computer. So I said, I had to tell him, I said, listen, I'm kind of in bad shape here. I says, I'm really, you know, on drugs and everything else. And I told him my situation. I tell you, he felt bad. He says, oh, I'm so sorry. I said, don't worry about it. I said, I'm all right, you know. I says, but give me a couple of days. I says, I really didn't plan on going out there for any reason. But I says, you know, next couple of days, once I get off the oxycodone and stuff, I'll go out there and I'll give you a refund, you know, off the computer. So he says, I'll mail it back. I says, all right. I says, you mail it back. I said, you don't have to go crazy. Just put a stamp, you know, and you can mail it back, and I'll give you the credit. He goes, oh, thank you very much. He was very nice, you know. And so I want to say a couple of days later, I was off the oxycodone by Monday afternoon. By Tuesday night, evening, I stumbled out here and I did it and went back to my bed, you know. And he called again to thank me for the refund. He said, let me know when the card comes in, you know, when you get it back. I want to make sure you get it back. And I said, sure, no problem. So when I got the card back a few days later, I called him back. The reason he called me, I think at 10:30 at night, he was in California. So he didn't realize I don't think he realized it was 10:30 at night. Excuse me. But, you know, people are very passionate about their cards. I understand. So, I mean, sometimes, I mean, half the nights I'm in the bed by 10:30, you know, regularly, normally. So, anyway, I called him back, and he says, well, okay. He says, if you got anything else, let me know. I said, no problem. I said, no problem. I says, but right now, my eBay's closed, this and that. Well, I made a great friend because he calls me now almost, every 4 or 5 days or so to see how I'm doing. So, and we talk, you know. He's an old Brooklyn Dodger fan. He's a Dodger fan, period. But we talk and this and that, and it's very nice, you know. So we became friends on the phone over something that didn't start out great, you know, because I really was not in great shape to do what I had to do. But so this is funny. Later on, when I had my wits about me, I looked and I said, let me look at this title. Did I throw them off or something? And it says right in the title, we'll say Sport Card Magazine because they had a lot of cards in it. It says, Chuck Connors, Sport Card Magazine, hand-cut card. So I just said, whatever. He wasn't happy with it. He got a refund. I don't think he realized. There's probably not a whole lot of Chuck Connors cards out there. I don't think there is. He probably wanted one. He saw it. He got excited and didn't realize what the title said. Sometimes that happens, So, but I made a friend out of the whole deal, and that's great. I tell you, it's fantastic. It's a great community, and I'm happy to be a part of it. So, and that's my card shop story. All right. Oh, we're gonna get to the contenders. So, I don't know what you got a chance for in here. Let's see. Well, we know we can find an autograph from memorabilia. 8 cards per pack, 5 packs per box. Look for ultra rare inserts, including permitted. I don't know. I gotta cut this because they got a heavy crease right over the stuff that I need to read. Hold on. We'll open up the plastic here anyway, and then we'll see. All right. What do they got? Look for ultra rare inserts, including permit to dominate, superstar die cuts, and more. Find 7 inserts or parallels per box on average. All right. And I believe these are about $30, something like that. So that's not too bad. Let's see what we got. We'll open her up. Oops. There goes the shoplifting tag. Put that there. Put that there. All right. All right. Wish me a little luck. Maybe we'll get an autograph. Let's see. Here we go. There. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a Russell Wilson right off the bat. We got a Myles Garrett. A Justin Jefferson. They changed the style around a little bit. I mean, it's still supposed to be like a ticket, We got a B. John Robinson. Travis Etienne Jr. Got a Brock Purdy. Oh, they got the round things again. All right, what do we got for the rounds? Round 4. We got a Braylon Allen and a Bucky Irving. And we got a draft class insert. Oh, this is nice. Troy Polamalu and Terrell Suggs. That's nice. So I hope you don't hear too much of it. I've got a guy across the street. It's across the street, but it's a good 100 and some feet away. He's working on the house, banging and sawing. And the leaf blowers in this neighborhood, my immediate neighbors have been going since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's afternoon now. So it's crazy. I don't know what the hell they're blowing. It's nuts. I was glad I didn't have a picnic at the house yesterday because this guy across the street, my crazy neighbor across the street, who's always busting everybody's chops, went out for the day and had this guy right in their front lawn sawing and hammering all day on Memorial Day. It's disgraceful. But anyway, Kenneth Walker. Here we go. Imagine if you had to have a picnic right here and you heard banging all day while you're, that's not nice. Anyway, what can you say? I didn't say nothing. Jared Goff we got. I ain't gonna say nothing to him. If I ever see her in person and she complains to me, which she always does, I'll say something to her. Daniel Jones. And I'll say, go in your house and shut up. Adam Thielen. Because I try to avoid her, but she catches me because her house is only like 30 feet from the street. My house is over 100 feet or so from the street. So if I got to throw out the garbage on the curb, that's when she gets me. She sees me coming down the driveway, and she comes out and she'll come out like she's doing something, You know, but she's not doing something on purpose. Well, she's doing it because she wants to say something and complain. Got a Josh Palmer. Stephon Diggs. Oh, I got an autograph. Oh, that's nice, because I got a feeling most of the time you don't get an autograph. All right, so let's see who this guy is. It's a Raider. Excuse me if I don't know who he is, though. It's a rookie ticket, so that's maybe why I don't know. Say when he got drafted. Let me see. Well, he's a big guy, so he's probably a lineman, I'm thinking. Jackson Powers, auto. Rookie auto. I don't know if he's playing or not playing. I have to look him up. But at least I got an auto. Not bad. And we got this is nice, Rookie Stallions, J.J. McCarthy. They kept up with the Rookie Stallion inserts. So not bad. Got an auto. Let's see. We got a Austin Eckler. T.J. Watt. Dak Prescott. We got a Harrison Smith. A Lamar Jackson, a Travis Kelce. Okay, here's I guess we'll call it a red parallel of Bijan Robinson. And we got another round 7. Oh boy, Brendan Rice and Jakeem Bell. I'm not getting any of the early rounds. We got a couple packs left. Let's see. It's only 5 packs. What are you going to do? Zay Flowers. We got a Harrison Butker. Tyler Lockett. Got a Jamar Gibbs. A Brian Burns. DeAndre Swift. Khalil Mack. And we got a draft class, Xavier Worthy, round 1. All right, we got a round 1 guy. Okay, next one, let's see. Last pack, Darius Slayton. Got a Keenan Allen. Cooper Kupp. Terry McLaurin. Got a Nico Collins. Oops. C.D. Lamb. We got a Jacoby Brissett. We got a draft class. All right, so we got Eli Manning and Steven Jackson. Not bad. And that's our box of contenders. Not too bad. I mean, I don't think that autograph's worth a whole lot, but what are you going to do with it? I like the style. This changed up the style a little bit on the cards, you know. And the inserts are nice. $30, what are you going to do? Everything goes up. I remember when they were like $19, but that wasn't too long ago. But and they probably had more than 5 packs. But that's the way it is. We're spending more and we're getting less. But that's the way of the world. All right. That's it. We're going to close it up. 35 minutes maybe it's going to be. Not too long today. All right. So if you comment on this video on Saturday, you're going to have a chance for these prizes. And you have to be a subscriber too. All right. First out of the box, we got another 2019 Don Russ. So we're going to try and give you a chance again for more downtown. Second out of the box is going to get a Donruss Threads Dalvin Cook jersey card. Third out of the box, we got a Bowman rookie card of Devin Hester. That's from what year? 2006. And fourth out of the box, we got a red, white, and blue refractor from Prism of Joe Flacco, who's still in the league. Yeah. All right. So that's our prizes for Saturday. I will be putting up a Friday rare find video too. I'm trying to get back to normal. I'm not working as many hours, but I'm trying to get back to normal. So, yeah, I'm getting there little by little. And I actually got to see the doctor on Thursday here. She's going to talk to me about that immunotherapy. So we'll see what happens when that happens. But right now I'm doing okay, and I'm back in action, at least part-time. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate it. Appreciate our community. Thanks a lot. And don't forget, collect what you like, because if it goes up or down, you still like it. And try not to buy a box for more than $120, because what we're getting out of this stuff ain't been worth that kind of money lately. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next video. Have a good one.